Zombie apocalypse.
Hello and welcome back, my little goblins, or welcome if you're new. Hello, I see you. Welcome in. So, we have stuff that we're doing today. As you can see, we are in our hunting lodge. And it's not necessarily the inside or anything exactly with the hunting lodge, but it is associated with the hunting lodge as to what we're doing. Yes, it is raining, but it rains all the fucking time in this game, so we're just gonna have to ignore that, guys. But if we come around this way, you know, we got all of our hoard of stash of materials, and then yes, and then we have our little way back here, which is gonna bring us to our animal farms. This is portal's not permanent, it is here just for the moment. But as you can see, it's a very big blueprint that we have here. So the bottom layer is where we're going to have our boars at, and as you can see, it is mirrored the same for both sides as I walk down, and you guys can get a look. So that is purposeful so that we can have 4 breeding stations. Each one of these smaller square sections is going to be where a breeding station is. And if you happen to be new to Valheim and you just happen to, I don't know, my video's playing because you fell asleep and you woke up to me, hey, hello. And if you're new to Valheim altogether, this is kind of what a breeding thingy should look like. This obviously is not quite finished, but basic idea of what breeding area should be, because you put mom and pop up there and then they poop out the baby down there. And then, you know, ideally the baby goes da 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 down here and then down into the hole. It lives in the hole. It likes it there. Don't worry about it.
Good hole.
Yes, this nice hole. Now this is actually left open purposely because what we're gonna do is we're gonna be kind of cheeky about it, and we're gonna use the big old gate doors so that when it's open, which this will be open for us to be able to come in and use the stairs that are gonna be here, which is ultimately why there's a long ass pillar right there, because there is going to be a dual layer to this farm. We are very used to Minecraft. Let's just put it at that. We're big, used to big ass fucking farms from Minecraft. So, you know, translating that into here, we're going to be doing that with the wolves, because we have unlocked the mountain area and it's now time to start fucking with the wolfies. But the wolfies are going to be on the top layer, which is why there will be stairs from either side here, as well as I've already stated, this is the same thing for the side over here. So this is going to mirror exactly what's over there. Now we are going to go ahead and, for the safety of everything, be using stone for all of the walls, as well as for stability because of how high this build is going to end up being. But this is not going to be an automatic farm for those watching. This is a semi-automatic, so that, you know, we can still be on and play around in the game and do stuff, but then come and check on how your farms are doing, instead of just AFKing, which we have found in this game is very, very dangerous to do, because almost every single time we have tried to AFK anything, because we have attempted a couple of little AFK farms.
Yeah.
And then realized AFKing is not good in this game, because why? Hordes. Hordes come in and shall I not say hordes, it's the same thing, but raids. Damn raids. And since we've already been through a couple of the bosses, it's a mixture of all types of just straight fuck you that comes. Okay?
The game hates us now.
So, with all of that in mind, I did want to kind of give you guys just a general, idea of what it's all going to be getting built. And as always, as per usual, if you're familiar with the channel, you already know we're going to be going into a nice little montage section here. But if not, hey, sit back, grab your snack, grab your drink some water, please, and enjoy. All right, guys. So was a few things that did get done off camera that I wanted to go through with you guys really quick. So side of the building, and we come off to the side over here. This is what did get done off camera. This is our boar breeding area. So as you can see, we have two adults here, and then we feed them, and then, a little baby pops out. Now, when you are doing breeding, the stars do matter. And that's going to be because one, if you're wanting a higher star than no star or a one star, which all of the animals range from no star, one star, and two star. Keep that in mind. It doesn't go any higher than that. But if you're wanting a two-star pig to be able to breed, you're going to need to go spawn, and then it's about 800 meters from spawn. It's very specific and very weird. Don't ask me. I didn't make the rules. Okay, that's just how it is. Now, if you have a one star and a no star, you're going to either get a no star and a one star baby. You cannot get anything higher than that. You cannot breed up higher than what the mom and pop are. So that is pretty much the pigs in a nutshell, other than the last thing being with this current setup that we have, we get 4 pigs per 10 minutes because the breeding cycles are 10 minutes, and that goes for any breeding in general. Now, for the next section that I would like to go over with you guys, we are actually going to have to go upstairs for. We're going to ignore the fact that the lighting in here could be a little bit better. That's going to be taken care of. Don't worry about it. But uppy, 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 uppy. And right over here, we have some wolves. Now, it's going to be the exact same thing as the pigs, except for, the wolves have some slightly different information when it comes to spawn. So again, it goes no star, one star, and two star. Now, if you are looking for a two-star wolf, you are going to have to go to the mountains. And not only are you going to have to go to the mountains, but it's going to have to be at nighttime. Yes, you will have to get fucked up by drakes, golems, and fenrir. They are all going to be out and about. And even then, you're going to have to be out for a while. Why? Motherfuckers have a 2% spawn chance, which is why we only have a one-star wolf. So just keep that in mind when you go to get your wolves set up. Now, with this setup here, even though it's the exact same setup, we get some slightly different numbers. We get 3 wolves per 10 minutes. And same thing though, they pop out the baby and then the baby comes down here, which would be the same, thing as the piggies downstairs. And then they go down into the little holding pen for us to do stuff with. And yeah, hopefully not fall like that. But it's deep like that so that they can't get out. And as you can see, there's one down there as of right now. But all of that aside, we are going to actually head back downstairs because I would like to talk to you guys about some of the decorating that I would like to be doing outside. So bear with me for a moment while we make our way down the grand stairs and then back out the door here like a normal person instead of just hopping over all of the the railing like I had been doing. So, I'm going to come around the building here. We're going to ignore the large ass staircase that's right there. And it's a little bit dark, so I apologize. In the editing, I will try to lighten the footage as much as I can. But as you can see, the walls here aren't exactly quite finished, but I would like to do the combination of wood and stone that I have going on here all the way across. And then right here, I need to actually fix the windows so that it mimics the other side better. But that is a fix to be done. Coming around here as well, and then all of that stone up there needs to be filled up. And then right over here, it's pretty tight, which is why we're going to need to rearrange. So first off, the portal needs to be moved, and then the fencing needs to be moved so that all of this is in the fence area rather than not having fenced area as well, so that, and it's all together. Now we'll also need to make space for a few things that are going to be purely like cosmetic for just to make it look pretty, but that's besides the point. So I wanted to add a little bit of a stall out front for, the butchers in a sense to sell meats to anybody that, is in the village that wants to come buy meats. Now, we can't actually have an NPC like we did during the first season because let's just face it, we put it in like extra, extra easy mode for me when we did that. And so we had a lot of animals and stuff in our area that we really should not have been able to have. So if we don't want to have to constantly repair the stall that it's in because it's sitting there going ham on the walls and or throwing things at us depending on what it is, we're gonna have to use an armor stand and some old armor from the main base so that it can, stand in place for what would have been an NPC if we could have done it. Now, I would also like to add probably about two little campsites that have a cooking station at it so that the people who bought stuff from the stall can go ahead and cook foods here and have a nice little barbecue with the family, if they so wished, or they can just, go ahead and take it home. But yeah, that would be everything that we did off camera. Yeah. So we have all of the wolfies situated. Let me kind of just take you around really quick, give you a slight little bit of tour because since there's a lots of little bits of for this project, some stuff did get done off camera, and we want to still show you everything that is here. So we have four sections for breeding the wolves, four sections for breeding the boar, and then this door down here will take, or I can just kind of hop down into the section. They're gonna run out the door with how many?
All gonna run the fuck out.
Yeah. So as you can see, that's all of our wolfies. We have a mixture of adult ones in there. We've got some baby ones in there, but since all of the breeders have 1 stars now,
All 1-star wolfies.
yes.
And
So
Zulu mentioned earlier on farming stats, I'd like to make a little correction. The stats were based off of breeds that we had done while we were still working on trying to keep some of the wolves for filling up our breeders. After we got all of our breeders set up and all of the wolves are actually spaced out properly, this does run just as the boar efficient wise, where you are very likely to get 4 baby pups instead of just 3, like we had previously mentioned.
so that is a quick little adjustment to earlier on in the video. So, uh, yes, if you guys have your stuff going and you happen to have any babies or anything underneath them, that's gonna mess with the breeding numbers that you get back.
Yes,
So just keep that in mind.
yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty much this portion of it. We're gonna be doing some decorating inside, which is why you can see I have lots of stuff to do some like benches and stuff because
But first we show them the outside.
but yes, before I go into we'll go into decorating because it's not necessarily building, it's decorating, it's different.
It's different.
Let me go
Look at the
ahead.
beautiful window.
Yes. So, the wifey took the time to go ahead and put in these iron bars, and it looks really fancy dancy on the inside, but let me take you around to the outside. I was getting frustrated with the stone. I'm pretty sure I had mentioned that to you guys earlier on in the video. So if I come around this way, this is the wifey's masterpiece back this way. She went ahead and fixed up those windows that I had fucked up. And so now they're actually, look even and not like two different sets of windows like they were.
Or too small for the building.
Yes. So I believe that the wifey has done a really, really good job with this and did have that combination of stone and the core wood and the regular wood like we were initially planning, but I definitely wanted to give you guys a gander at this. This is the outside. Oh, I should actually give you guys a little bit of a better look at this because the montage, you could probably only see things so good.
I don't think you've even shown them the front yet.
And then we have, well, all these crafting tables are going to go bye-bye, but we have some archery targets here. And then we got the dragon decoration. We finally have a spot that we've been able to put it in. Because there's been a couple of different builds that we've had so far that we've debated on it and then ultimately decided, no, it does not look good. And so it is nice to know that we have a spot, and especially since it is technically the hunting lodge's like area in the back, it just all goes together very nicely.
Guys.
And so that also goes along with the little seating area and then the salesmen there. We just, as I had stated before the montage had started, we just grabbed some old armor and put it on an armor stand. We got some cooked meats because for those who may not know, you cannot put raw meat on an item stand.
There's a lot of stuff that you can't put on an item stand, and I'm genuinely confused. I'm genuinely like, why can't I put a chain on an item stand?
That would be nice.
I should be able to put a chain on an item stand.
We're just used to a lot of the building mechanics from Minecraft, but
I miss Minecraft.
that is the outside of
People
our
in the comments vote for Minecraft Season 2.
Oh.
Minecraft Season 2.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Oh, you demand.
I demand that every person who watches this video must comment Minecraft Season 2 in some shape or form.
Some shape or form.
You have been demanded.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay, so it is time to do a little bit of some decorating again. With this space that we have, well, I'm saying again because I've talked to my wifey about it, but you guys are, it's the first time you're hearing it from me, so let's
Big building, small space.
Yes, small amount of decorational space, but that's okay. This building is meant for function, not for necessarily prettiness.
The outside is meant to be pretty.
Yeah, so
the inside is murder.
So just a couple of benches, like so, yeah, so that people can sit and wait while the dogs or the pigs are doing pangs.
While they get butchered.
Let's
go!
Oh my. Okay. I'm trying. I would like to put flag in like that, maybe.
Did you say a wagon? Oh, a flag in.
Yeah, flag in. Like that.
I would put the flag up maybe a bit higher. I don't have my hammer, but I would probably put it up a bit higher, like maybe a little bit
dark in this corner here, so, but we're out of candle wicks now, so if I'm going to put more, I would need to go get more from the bog witch, and we're not going to be worrying about that right now because they're just supposed to be a little bit of decorational pieces. Um, yeah, so that's all of our banners. That's all of the carpets that I wanted to put in here on the inside. And then again, just another quick gander at the outside. And that is, our little butcher farm in an entirety. So with the setup that you guys see, now that we have everything completely put together, you get 4 little piggies per 10 minutes.
You get 32 animals per full day of 2 breeding sessions, which is 64 animal products.
So,
And that's per level, both boar and wolves.
so you guys can do with that information as you please. You can kind of, do your own thing with it and so forth.
You can
But
you look. You can build a farm functional and have it be the AFK farm if you really want a tall ass tower that is gonna look kind of wonky. Or and hear me out here, big gigantic slaughter castle. Run it once, done. No AFK.
and then after, well, we still had a raid that came in, but we weren't AFK and then got completely obliterated because we were AFK. So, yeah, that is our little slaughterhouse farm. I hope that you guys enjoyed going along this process with us. It has been a journey to get it all put together, considering uh we redid portions of it. We had issues with stability, and had some design choices, changes in general, and then just all the decorating, getting all of the animals situated. It's been a whirlwind, but I'm really happy that we have it done now because now we have not one but 2 farms, and we don't really have to worry about the pigs or the dogs.
Nope.
Well, the wolves, because we just come here if we need it.
And we have another building project already lined up, but thankfully, it's not going to be a big giant castle. We're not going to build another big giant castle until probably after we've started or finished the plains biome.
Yep. So, until then, I hope you had fun hanging out with us today. If you liked today's video, go ahead and leave a like to let us know that you enjoyed. Subscribe if you'd like to become part of the Goblin Army family. And if you'd never like to miss a post, push that bell icon. And yeah, that's it. So, bye!
But